Hey, I just come across this in r/gachagaming. This is insane. This is very unexpected. Zenless Zero has got well. I'm blown away. I can't believe that they're the top gacha games now. They beat Genshin Impact and Honkai Star, and Wuthering Waves is at the bottom. I'm. This is very unexpected. I mean, Wuthering Waves just got Changli. I can't believe my eyes. This is so weird because I think Zenless Zero is one of the most easiest game I've ever played compared to Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and the characters. I don't know how people, but I don't know why people bother trying to get the constellation of the characters when we have this such a simple combat mechanics. And I'm starting to believe that people are not pulling for that and just wow, this character looks hot, and I'm gonna CC her. And that's about it. The end. People want to pay money, want to spend all their money just because of that. I'm starting to see it. I do think Zenless Zero is very enjoyable. It's a very fun game. Believe it or not, I'm starting to play Zenless Zero more than I've ever played Wuthering Waves these days because Wuthering Waves, even though it's fun, the exploration is nice and all, but Zenless Zero has been very addictive. Spamming and mashing button it actually works. The dodging is very simple. Everything is very easy. The chain attack, changing character to create some sort of counter, it's working. I'm getting there. I'm getting used to it. It's becoming very, very fun. Which is why in this video we're gonna talk about Zenless Zero a bit more. I'm gonna go to the r/gacha gaming. I will search for Zenless Zero. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through all of these because there are some that I've already read, and I know that Gacha r/gacha gaming is not the best subreddit. It's not the most reliable sources. Let's be honest here, but it is somewhat informative according to a lot of people, and myself included. So I'm just gonna click through something, and we'll start off with: for any long-time gacha players, has there been a time where you got incredibly lucky pulls without realizing it? Sure, we'll start with that, and we'll go through more. All right, so Zero hasn't been out that long. It's only been like a couple weeks, so there's not really much for me to talk about. There's like a couple of post topics about Zero, and that's where we're going. For any long time gacha players, okay. I've never been lucky. In Zero, not yet. I believe that the first Bang Boo pulls, I thought I was lucky, but turns out it seems like a lot of people have been getting like the first 10 pull on the Boo pawns. Well, they all got lucky on the first 10 pull. They got a 5-star immediately. I didn't know that. If I hadn't know that, well, I probably would have thought that yeah, I got lucky on the bamboo. But no, I didn't. It seems like a lot of other creators got the same amount of 5-star I have currently. Xenozone Zero makes its way to PlayStation top list. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's really good that they put it on focus a lot on PlayStation as well. I've known a lot of people in my circle that plays in PlayStation instead of PC instead of mobile because they own it. I, on the other hand, do own PlayStation as well, but I prefer to just play in my laptop in my comfort zone. That's just me. End of this year will be wild. Best mobile game, Wuthering Waves, best mobile game, Zero Zero Zero. So I think this is interesting as well. I mean, I enjoy Wuthering Waves a lot. I still think Genshin Impact is a good game, which is why Wuthering Waves is also an amazing game because it copies a lot of stuff that Genshin does. But man, Zone Zero has becoming so fun. I enjoy the Hollow Zero a lot, and I enjoy the spamming, mashing buttons. It's becoming very enjoyable. The more I play, the more fun it gets. But it's like there's not much to do, so I just do my routine. I play for one day for a couple of 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then done. It's becoming a routine because I've already finished my missions. I have no quests anymore. It's about that time, so I just do these two games, Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zero. I open the game, do a 20 minutes routine, and then I off. I'm curious, does review bombing actually have an impact on a game? So it seems like a lot of people are hating on the game because of the lack of skin tone diversity in okay, it's about Genshin Impact. It's because of the Netherlands. There's not a lot of, if you don't know, Netherlands turns out it seems like it's from the nation of African. But there's not a lot of black skin, darker skin color for the characters. Other than this one girl, she looks like a Daya. She looks like a Daya, but the skin color is not, it's not really dark black, but she's just very brownish. She looks like a white person that is tan. That's just a lot of criticism there is in Genshin Impact right now. It is a Chinese company, we don't have to go through this that deep, because in China it is like beauty standard to be just pale white skin. You know, it's just a thing. It's just how it is. It can't be helped. In China, pale white skin is the beauty standard. That's our urban settings, the new wave for gacha games. You mean like this building thing? I mean, I suppose I don't hate it. I don't like the forest thing. Look, let's look for example of Genshin Impact again. And I know I'm going to a lot of Genshin Impact here, back and forth here. But Genshin Impact, when I played in Monster Dal, I enjoyed it so much more compared to what we have currently, which is the desert and the Sumeru forest thing. I could not enjoy the whole underground thing. It's very annoying to play actually. And when we get to Fontaine, it was actually becoming fun again. Maybe I just like buildings in Natural. I think is much more simplified. The area, it's like we know where to go and it's easier to memorize compared to like a whole underground thing. Okay, I just think that the designs on these games are not bad, but look at the games at the bottom here, NTE. I forgot what it stands for, but NTE is a game that has a similarity to Grand Theft Auto because of the driving. I think this is very overwhelming, actually. I don't know if people are gonna keep playing it. To me, it feels like there's so much to do, and you have like a whole apartment thing. I've seen the gameplays. It's a lot. It's a huge world, and I don't know if it can stand to be an Android mobile game. It's very big. I won't be playing it. I don't think I'll be care about to give news any. I don't think I'll care to give any news about NTE. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's very overwhelming. I'm gonna move on. Who who is your favorite? It's pretty obvious. I like Wuthering Waves. I like the character. It's a rover, but I like the Arcanized Enfield design. She looks really cool. Her mask looks really nice. I like the yellow tint over here. It's kind of cool. Unfortunately, the gameplay of Arcanized Enfield is kind of trash. You've seen it. I've seen it. A lot of people have seen it from other creators' gameplays from the beta. It's unfortunate, but it's just really bad. And Rover is one of the hottest MC currently for me. I don't think these two are that great, and I think Lumin is pretty plain. You can, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but it's just my opinion. It's no big deal. Zone Zero in the Philippines, LRT. Okay, well, that is Hoyoverse for you, right? Their marketing has always been that good. Don't forget that Wuthering Waves also did the same. They tried, but I don't know where the whole marketing is now. It's just ads now. Maybe marketing like this only happens like on the version 1.0, 2.0. Maybe it's like that. All right. I've said a lot of maybes in this video. Okay, let's move on to the promo. That's just how gacha games are. It's a flawed argument. Oh, turns out I already clicked this video. Let's see. Okay, now I remember this video is a bit too long. It's 1 hour long, and I think I'm not gonna go through all of this. It's just so much. But my opinion in that's just how gacha games are. I think gacha games is very predatory. I have no doubts. It creates some sort of gambling addiction towards a lot of people, even kids, especially kids, because all these characters look very colorful, and Hoyoverse did it great. Hoyoverse did a great job to target kids as their main audience. And that's about it. I just think it's a very predatory game. It's very fun, unfortunately, because it creates this some sort of gambling wishing pool session. It's very fun. You collect your Primo Gems or Astrites or whatever it is that you want to call it, and then you do your wishes. And when you didn't get the character that you wanted, you feel angry, and that is something that is not good. And you should never pay for this game. You should never spend your money in this predatory game. The game is free. If there's people out there that are very rich, ridiculously rich, they want to spend on the game, go for it, right? You want to support the game, go for it. Like when I first started Genshin Impact, I wanted to support the game. That is why I paid for it. Hands down, I wanted to support the game, but turns out the game becoming, well, it became trash and it doesn't respect their player base. That's why I stopped. And now I'm in this I'm in this state where I just say that do not spend in all gacha games. Just don't. Right? And that is my best advice because there's nothing else to say. It's a predatory game. Do not spend. And that is all I have to say. Thank you for watching this video. See ya. I think I can kind of understand why the selling went well for Zenless Zero. It seems like if you got CCs on the character, like this guy, he's taking off his shirt quite a bit. Like I also like have a Sokaku as well. Well, she looks like that. It's very weird, but it is what it is. I beg Grace. I've seen some pictures in Reddit that she gonna have like this feet thingy. It's very weird, but I get it. I get why people want this. Oh boy, yeah. I think I've seen enough. That is interesting.